What's up, Jooba people? In this lesson, we're going to cover a bunch of chords. This is for the beginner going into intermediate level, but we're going to take it from beginner. You can see easy chords in the key of E, very easy, very kind of same shapes, just being played in different parts on the neck. I'm going to be explaining some of the music theory behind the chords, just a little bit. And then you're going to learn in this video to play all the chords inside the key of E, and as well as some non-diatonic chords that you can use to spice up your chord progressions or to play some songs that use out of key chords. Okay, so let's jump right into this. We're going to start with the first, just some music theory. Our 1 chord is E in the key of E. Our 4 chord is A, 5 chord is B, 6 chord is C sharp minor. You got to remember this, and 2 and 3 chords are F sharp minor and G sharp minor. Okay, so let's jump right into the chords. So the first line, the way this book is sorted is that each line of chords is actually a chord progression. So for instance, this chord progression for this first line is 4, 1, 5, 6 minor. And this one is a chord progression. So you can actually practice this just as a little piece for a while and then move on to the next line, and they kind of increase in difficulty as you go on. So the way it's worked out is quite phenomenal. I really spent a lot of time creating this. Okay, so the first chord progression starts with a regular A sus2, which you learned in chords in the key of E1. But now we're going to play it with the 3rd and 4th finger. So we can play it like that, and then go to a B and E chord. Let's do that again. 4, 1. And then if we take that 3 and 4, the A, and we move it up 2 frets, and we add the index finger, then we get this B sus4 chord, which it works as our 5 chord. Now this will be tricky at first if you're not used to any power chords, but remember to mute the top string with the index finger. And then if you move this up another 2 frets, you get to fret 4, and that becomes a C sharp minor 7 chord. If you add this finger to C sharp minor, if you remove it, it's a C sharp minor 7. And this is our 6th chord. So we have 4, 1, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. You do it with the picking pattern. Very beautiful chords and very nice to play. But if you've never done power chords, which is this shape, then the key of E, it's really going to be a little tough for you. So first maybe go into some power chords and go from there. Alright, let's go to the next line, which is very simple. Same shape as we did with the B and the C sharp minor. We're going to move this up all the way to the 7th fret. E. Very beautiful. And then we take this up 1 fret to B and add the middle finger here. So we're still at 7th fret, E5, going to B, add 11. Going down to the 5th fret, makes it an A, add 9 chord, which we're just going to call A, and then we drop it down to E. Pretty simple, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, going up to B, going to A, same shape as B, go to E. Now there I added a sneaky chord, okay? If you take this A and you move it back 2 frets, then it becomes a G6 chord. Ooh. Beautiful non-diatonic chord, so it's not in the key actually, but it sounds really good. It's that blues kind of sound. fun with that. All right, let's keep going to the next line, which we start with a C sharp minor, which we've already learned. And we take it up to the A. C sharp minor. So this is just kind of connecting the first progression that we had and the second progression. So first progression was here, E, B, C sharp minor. Now we're going C sharp minor, A, C sharp minor, A, E, B. So 6 chord. I got another confession to make. I'm your fool. No, that's not the same progression, but you get the idea. Okay, that's it. Let's move on. Now this is where it gets a little interesting. So now we're adding the 2 and the 3 chords, which are very often used inside this key. Now we're gonna do it like A sus4, but then A sus2, and then add your middle finger at the top. You can mute the 5th string. I actually like to mute the 5th string. Yeah. Ooh, beautiful. That's our 2 chords. So we got one chord E, going to F sharp minor 11 at 2. Ooh, that's beautiful. 3 chord, which is just on the 4th fret. Let's go back to the 2 chord, F sharp minor. Oh, these are beautiful chords. 1, F sharp minor 2, G sharp minor 4, A. Okay, let's go to the regular A. It's just basically an excerpt of that, just taking those 2. So it's coming from the A that we learned just there, the A at 9, and it's just kind of removing some fair notes. And then go to a B chord. Very beautiful. So F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A, B. And then we go to the next line, which is the 6th chord. A way different way to play the 6th chord. This is really beautiful. I love this shape. Easy, but not too easy. So C sharp minor 7, 4th fret, take the ring finger up 1. It becomes E over G sharp, and then A sus2, B sus4, which we already know. This finger to mute the top string. If I play it, it would sound like this. Wow, that's bad. So A, E over G sharp, go back to A. So these fingers are gonna cramp up. I mean, they're already cramping up here, but you get the idea. Similar chords to this have been used in Crash Into Me. You got your ball, you got your chain. Crash Into Me by Dave Matthews. Okay, 6 minor, same shape we know, but now we're adding a different way to play G sharp minor. We know this one already. We could do this. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? So it's just kind of switching these 2 around. C sharp minor, switching. Ooh. F sharp minor. Ooh, isn't that nice? Sounds a little bit different than the other shapes we learned. I mean, this one sounds a little bit more. F sharp minor. Beautiful, beautiful chords. All right, let's move on here. We're going to some very interesting shapes here. On the 7th fret, we already know this one, E. E major 7, middle finger just behind the pinky, and then take off the pinky. So E, E5, going to E major 7. Going to the 9th chord. Oh, sorry, 9th fret with this shape. The same one that we used for G sharp minor and F sharp minor. C sharp minor, add 9. Beautiful chord. Or C sharp minor 9, sorry. So I'm just basically improvising with a bunch of the chords. But you get the idea. It gets really nice. Now we're going to go into some non-diatonic chords. These are out of key chords that will sound a little odd at first, but they're used in songs and you might like the sound. So 7th fret E, going to your B chord, moving this shape up to the 10th fret to get our flat 7 and go back to 5. 5th fret with the A. E. You heard that G as well, which is the non-diatonic one. Very nice. So that's our flat 7 chord, the D. This is like an add, is D6 add 9. Beautiful chord. Second line of non-diatonic chords, we've got E. La, da, 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 da. Going to B minor at 11. A. G. A. Ooh, that's nice. A 5 minor. Usually our 5 chord sounds like that, but now it sounds like that. Very Coldplay thing to do. Very nice chord. Okay, I think that's it. Let me just check my notes if there is something that I missed. Any non-diatonic chords, slash chords. Yeah, so we did some slash chords in here, which are really nice. We're gonna get to a lot more chords in the advanced section, in the chords in the E3, or the intermediate section, sorry. Chords in E3 is the intermediate one, and it is really full of a bunch of really cool stuff. I'm gonna start to get into using the thumb. I'll do the intro for chords in the key of E3 right now. Just click in the video below this one. Okay, goodbye guys.